Sir Speed, coach is here, Steve McClaren. Wonderful interview with him earlier. You said in the press conference that some of the coaches were head hunted. Was Steve McClaren one of those who were head hunted?
Oh yeah, definitely. We deliberately went after him when we made inquiries and realized that he may be available.
Okay. What is it like though, seeing that over 50 coaches, reach out to, coach Jamaica team, and you had a battle in terms of who to pick. You're looking at this coach's resume, looking at the next coach's resume. What was it like, the process?
Exciting. I mean, there's some coaches and agents keep on calling, so there was not a moment of dullness. That the coaches was. Some people were calling, some were recommended by their friends, and some coaches were even doing interviews. It was a really exciting time where a lot of attention was on Jamaica and people really wanted to coach the national team. It was just phenomenal.
Your team at a task. What was the main point that they look at to select Steve McLaren to be Jamaica's head coach?
Remember, the first thing was in experience, which he had. He has coached national teams before twice. One time as an assistant under Tenor Ericsson, and also in his own right as a national team coach. And his record wasn't too shabby: 18 wins, 18 matches, 9 wins, 4 draws, and 5 losses. That's a positive rate of about 70%, where he has lost. Then we noticed he did such a wonderful job with 20, winning the Dutch league. That's beating Ajax and PSG, one of the only two teams who probably would have done it in about 50 years. And he coaches a lot of English team too. Coach with Sir Alex Ferguson, one of the best teachers. He's actually my favorite coach, Sir Alex Ferguson, even although I don't support Manchester United. So and then the coach, he actually looked at the system that Jamaica has here in an in-depth study with the FIFA. So truth is, there was nobody else who tick all those boxes, and that is why it was our first choice, and we went after him as hard as we could.
Sir Speed, I think it's a good addition. I think he will do well. What's your thought on the future? Because we may be going to predict now what will happen in the future. What's your
Yeah,
prediction
I
like?
have no doubt that one of the things that he brings is additional players who want to come to play for Jamaica. He knows all the managers in England. He can just call them up and have a heart-to-heart conversation with farmer the player, how much minutes want him to play, what type of travel arrangement. That to me is one of his main strengths. And the truth is, we had like more than half the team is from that particular area. There's some other really good players in England that we want, and I just thought that there'll be nobody else really to get all of those things done except this particular coach. Of course, we had other coaches from England too, from Holland applying, but Steve just ticked all the boxes. There was no other candidate that ticked all the boxes, and we couldn't find a box that he didn't tick.
You have anything to say to the persons who are in dilemma, thinking that he's not the right person because of the English type of football, and so what you would like to say to those persons to get them to buy into the program?
They are watching the old English teams. They're not really watching the new brand English teams play. They play football as well as anybody else in the world. They might not have won the World Cup, but if you look at the English team, they've gone to the Euro finals like twice now. They've done very well. There's fashionable teams in England, which he was a coach of one. I know there's some unfashionable team, but I think they are basing their theory on the unfashionable ones.
All right, thank you very much, Rudolph Speed, chairman of the technical committee. Wonderful job in the process of selecting the coach for the Jamaica team. See you guys in America in the World Cup. You understand me? 2 years from now, people.